The new earth beckons with its radiant promise, a realm where love reigns supreme, where harmony and unity weave the fabric of existence. It's a breathtaking vision of a world where the collective heartbeat pulses with the rhythm of compassion, where every action is guided by the gentle touch of empathy. But make no mistake, the new earth is not a destination for the faint of heart. It is a sanctuary reserved for the purest of souls, those who have shed the weight of ego and embraced the light of their true essence. Yet, not everyone will find themselves welcomed into the embrace of the new earth. It is a selective haven, a sacred space where only those vibrating at the highest frequencies are granted entry. For those still tethered to the low vibrations of fear, greed, and separation, the gates remain closed, their invitation lost amidst the cosmic winds of transformation. The path to the new earth is paved with intention, with every step guided by the unwavering light of our inner truth. It is a journey of self-discovery, of shedding the layers of conditioning and illusion that have veiled our true essence for far too long. In this moment, as we stand at the precipice of evolution, the power lies firmly within our grasp. The destiny of our souls is not written in the stars, but etched upon the canvas of our hearts. The choice to ascend to the new earth rests solely in our hands. According to canon and other spiritual teachers, the new earth represents a higher plane of existence, a state of consciousness where love, compassion, and unity prevail. It is a dimension where the limitations of the ego and duality dissolve, and beings operate from a place of ownness and interconnectedness with all of creation. In this new paradigm, individuals transcend the illusions of separation and fear that characterize life on the old earth. Instead, they embody qualities such as unconditional love, forgiveness, and acceptance, which serve as the building blocks of the new earth society. It is a realm where cooperation replaces competition, where abundance flows freely, and where each being recognizes their inherent divinity and worth. Everything in the universe, including thoughts, emotions, and physical matter, vibrates at a specific frequency. These vibrations determine the nature of our experiences and the reality we perceive. To ascend to the new earth, individuals must raise their vibrational frequency by aligning themselves with higher states of consciousness. This involves releasing old patterns of fear, judgment, and negativity, and embracing qualities such as love, joy, and gratitude. By doing so, they elevate their consciousness and open themselves to the higher dimensions of existence. The new earth vibrates at a level far beyond the dense energies of the old earth, where fear, separation, and conflict dominate. Here, every being radiates light and operates from a place of heart-centered awareness. The frequency of the new earth is not static but dynamic, continually evolving and expanding as more beings awaken to their true nature and embody higher states of consciousness. In contrast, the old earth operates at a lower frequency characterized by fear, limitation, and separation. On the old earth, individuals are caught in the grip of the ego, which thrives on division and conflict. Low vibrational behaviors and patterns such as greed, hatred, and manipulation are prevalent on the old earth, leading to suffering and disharmony. Instead of recognizing their interconnectedness with all of creation, beings on the old earth perceive themselves as separate and distinct, leading to a sense of isolation and alienation. According to Dolores canon, to become citizens of the new earth, individuals must undergo a process of spiritual transformation and inner alchemy. This involves purifying their energy field, releasing old traumas and limiting beliefs, and embodying the qualities of love, compassion, and forgiveness. To align with the frequency of the new earth, individuals must be willing to let go of low vibrational patterns and behaviors that no longer serve their highest good. But what are exactly these things we have to let go? Let's delve into things you have to give up in order to shift to the new earth, as suggested by Dolores canon. Fear. Fear, that ancient shadow that looms over the landscape of human consciousness, is the first and perhaps most crucial barrier to overcome on your journey to the new earth. It is a dense, heavy vibration that keeps you tethered to the old paradigm, ensnaring you in its web of illusion and limitation. Fear in its myriad forms, whether it be fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of the unknown, acts as a veil that obscures the radiant light of your true essence. When fear takes hold, it clouds your vision, distorting reality and feeding the illusions of separation. It whispers lies of doubt and insecurity, casting doubt upon your worthiness and potential. It is a relentless adversary, a formidable foe that seeks to keep you small, trapped within the confines of your comfort zone. But fear is not your true nature. It is merely a shadow, a passing cloud in the vast expanse of your soul's journey. Unlike all shadows, it holds no power of its own, unless you give it power through your belief and attention. To relinquish fear is to reclaim your sovereignty, to step into the fullness of your divine birthright as a being of light and love. It is a courageous act of self-liberation, a declaration to the universe that you are ready to transcend the limitations of the ego and embrace the infinite possibilities that await you. In the presence of fear, choose love as your guiding force. Love is the highest vibration, the purest essence of creation itself. When you embody love in all aspects of your life, in your thoughts, words, and actions, you align yourself with the frequencies of the new earth. Judgment. Judgment is another formidable obstacle on the path to the new earth. It is a divisive energy, a barrier that erects walls of separation between ourselves and others, between our true essence and the masks we wear. When we judge, we create a rift in the fabric of our collective consciousness, sowing seeds of discord and disharmony. Judgment is a product of the ego, a defense mechanism that seeks to bolster our sense of self by diminishing others. It is a relic of the old paradigm, a vestige of a time when fear and separation held sway over the human heart. But judgment serves no purpose in the realm of unity consciousness. It is a weight that anchors us to the past, preventing us from fully embracing the present moment and the infinite potential it holds. When we judge others, we fail to see the divine spark that resides within each soul, the same spark that illuminates our own path to enlightenment. To shift to the new earth, we must release all judgment of ourselves and others. We must recognize that judgment is born of ignorance, a failure to see beyond the surface level of appearances and into the depths of the soul. When we judge, we project our own insecurities and limitations onto others, perpetuating a cycle of negativity and separation. Each soul is inherently deserving of love and compassion, regardless of their past actions or current circumstances. Attachment to material possessions. Attachment to material possessions is a common pitfall on the journey to the new earth, a seductive trap that ensnares the unwary traveler in the illusion of materialism and scarcity. In the modern world, we are bombarded with messages that equate success and happiness with the accumulation of wealth and possessions. From flashy cars to designer clothes, we are conditioned to believe that the more we have, the happier we will be. But the truth is far more nuanced. While material possessions can provide temporary pleasure and comfort, they often come with a heavy price, the burden of attachment. When Jesus spoke of the difficulty for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven, he wasn't condemning wealth itself. Instead, he was highlighting the inherent challenges that often accompany great material abundance, namely, the deep attachment that many people develop to their possessions. To transition to the new earth, we must release the grip of attachment that binds us to the fleeting pleasures of the material world. This does not mean renouncing all material comforts and living as ascetics, but rather cultivating a mindset of detachment and gratitude. It is about recognizing that true abundance lies not in the accumulation of possessions, but in the richness of our inner landscape. Shift your focus from external possessions to internal fulfillment. Instead of measuring your worth by the size of your bank account or the brand of your clothing, look within and cultivate a sense of gratitude for the blessings that abound in your life. Ego identification. The ego, that ever-present voice in the back of our minds, whispering tales of separation and superiority, is indeed a formidable barrier on the path to the new earth. It is the seat of our identity in the physical realm, the aspect of ourselves that craves validation, control, and recognition. Yet, paradoxically, it is also the very thing that keeps us trapped in the illusion of separateness, disconnected from the deeper truths of our existence. The ego thrives on comparison and competition, constantly seeking to assert its dominance over others in a relentless quest for power and status. It creates walls of division between ourselves and the world around us, fostering an atmosphere of fear, mistrust, and isolation. But the ego is not our true nature. It is merely a construct of the mind, a product of conditioning and societal programming. To align with the energies of the new earth, we must transcend the limitations of the ego and recognize the interconnectedness of all beings. Let go of the illusion of separateness and embrace the onness of the universe. Realize that you are not separate from the world around you. You are an integral part of the cosmic tapestry of creation, woven from the same threads of light and love that permeate all of existence. When you release the grip of the ego, you open yourself up to higher wisdom and divine guidance. You begin to see beyond the narrow confines of the egoic mind and tap into the infinite wellspring of wisdom that lies within your heart. Resentment and grudges. Resentment and grudges, like heavy anchors weighing down the soul, are insidious poisons that seep into every aspect of our being, poisoning our thoughts, emotions, and relationships. They are the remnants of past hurts and injustices, festering wounds that refuse to heal, trapping us in a cycle of bitterness and resentment. But holding on to resentment and grudges only perpetuates negative energy, keeping us tethered to the past and preventing us from fully embracing the present moment. It is like carrying around a sack of rocks on our backs, burdening us with unnecessary weight and impeding our progress on the journey to the new earth. To shift to the new earth, we must release the burden of resentment and forgive ourselves and others for past transgressions. Forgiveness is a powerful act of liberation, a sacred alchemy that transmutes pain into healing and darkness into light. It is not about condoning harmful behavior or excusing the actions of others. It is about releasing ourselves from the chains of the past and reclaiming our power in the present moment. When we forgive, we release the grip of the ego and open ourselves up to the transformative power of love and compassion. We free ourselves from the prison of judgment and separation and extend a hand of reconciliation to those who have wronged us. In doing so, we create space for healing and growth in our lives and pave the way for a brighter, more harmonious future. In the end, forgiveness is a gift we give to ourselves as much as to others. Negative self-talk. Negative self-talk, that relentless inner critic that whispers doubts and insecurities into the deepest recesses of our minds, is a formidable barrier on the journey to the new earth. It is the voice of the ego, the saboteur of self-esteem, and the harbinger of limitation and self-doubt. When we succumb to negative self-talk, we diminish our self-worth and reinforce limiting beliefs that keep us trapped in the shadows of our own fears and insecurities. But the words we speak to ourselves have a profound impact on our reality. They shape the lens through which we view ourselves and the world around us, coloring our perceptions and influencing our actions. When we engage in negative self-talk, we are essentially programming our subconscious mind to expect failure, rejection, and disappointment. To shift to the new earth, we must cultivate self-love and speak to ourselves with kindness and compassion. We must become conscious of the words we speak to ourselves and make a conscious effort to replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations and empowering beliefs. Practice affirmations and positive thinking to rewire your subconscious mind for success and abundance. Affirmations are powerful tools that can help to reprogram the subconscious mind and shift our beliefs from ones of lack and limitation to ones of abundance and possibility. But cultivating self-love goes beyond just positive affirmations. It requires a commitment to nurturing a loving relationship with ourselves on a daily basis. This means practicing self-care, setting healthy boundaries, and honoring our needs and desires. It means treating ourselves with the same kindness, compassion, and respect that we would offer to a dear friend or loved one. Duality consciousness. Duality consciousness, the deeply ingrained belief in polarities and opposites, good versus evil, right versus wrong, light versus dark, is a fundamental aspect of the human experience. It is the lens through which we perceive the world, the framework through which we navigate the complexities of existence. Yet, it is also a barrier on the path to the new earth, a veil that obscures the deeper truths of our interconnectedness and oneness with all of creation. To shift to the new earth, we must transcend duality consciousness and embrace the deeper reality of unity consciousness. We must recognize that everything is interconnected and part of the divine tapestry of existence, the light and the dark, the joy and the sorrow, the beauty and the chaos. These are not opposing forces, but complementary aspects of the same whole, each playing a vital role in the greater unfolding of cosmic harmony. Embrace the paradoxes and contradictions of life, knowing that they are all integral to the tapestry of existence. Just as light cannot exist without darkness, and joy cannot exist without sorrow, so too are the dualities of life necessary for our growth and evolution as spiritual beings. It is through embracing these paradoxes that we come to understand the deeper mysteries of existence and align ourselves with the highest vibrations of love and light. Transcending duality does not mean denying the existence of polarities or pretending that differences do not exist. It is about seeing beyond the surface level of appearances and recognizing the underlying unity that binds us all together. It is about moving beyond the limitations of the mind and opening ourselves up to the boundless expanse of the heart. I hope you now understand the profound significance of why not everybody will be welcomed into the new earth and why it is of utmost importance. First and foremost, the new earth exists at a higher frequency realm, a plane of existence where love, harmony, and unity reign supreme. It operates on vibrations of elevated consciousness and spiritual enlightenment. In such a sacred space, it is simply impossible for beings vibrating at lower frequencies to enter. The vibrational misalignment would create a stark incongruence, akin to trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. The very nature of the new earth demands resonance with its frequencies, and those who are not in alignment simply cannot cross its threshold. Moreover, even if it were hypothetically feasible for beings of lower vibration to enter the new earth, the consequences would be dire. The presence of such individuals would contaminate the pristine energy of this celestial realm, introducing fear, discord, and negativity into its sacred essence. Just as a drop of ink taints a crystal-clear pool, the introduction of low-frequency energy would disrupt the delicate balance of the new earth, tarnishing its purity and diluting its vibrational resonance. We cannot afford to allow the sanctity of the new earth to be compromised in this way. It is a haven of light and love, a beacon of hope and possibility in a world often overshadowed by darkness and despair. To safeguard its integrity, we must ensure that only those vibrating at the highest frequencies are granted entry, preserving its divine essence and protecting it from the contamination of lower vibrations. So, my dear friend, I invite you to heed the call of the new earth, to embrace the journey of ascension with an open heart and a courageous spirit. For in the light of the new earth, we find the promise of a brighter, more harmonious future, a future where love, peace, and unity reign supreme, and where all beings coexist in harmony and mutual respect.